your door, he got a chrome 44. Get the message, come out and get the message. It won't even be a whoa, no beef, no more. Get the message, come out.
Fisk unit.
Soldier.
Fisk unit.
Soldier.
Fisk unit.
Soldier.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk, while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit that sub button, you understand me? Hit that sub button, join this Fisk Unit army, and get Fisk Unit tough. When you done doing that, head on over to Twitter, follow me at Bully Fisk on Twitter. Now, let's get to today's message. I've accepted it. I'm not happy about it, but I've accepted it. Bradberry gotta go. Allegedly, Giants ain't got enough money to pay for their draft picks. I'll say allegedly the Giants are poor. Okay, look, not gonna knock Joe Shane. He doesn't if Joe Shane wanted to free up cap space and restructure contracts, he could. That's what teams normally do. When you see Green Bay is negative $40 million in salary cap, but still gives Aaron Rodgers $50 million a year and still wanted to give Devontae $30 million a year, because they move money around. Now I know you cheap ass motherfucking Giants fans who penny pinch and walk around in dollar store clothes, the broke motherfuckers that you are. I'm convinced that you Giants fans are broke POSs because all y'all complain about is money. God forbid the Giants spend a penny on any player. Giants fans, in a perfect world for Giants fans, nobody gets paid. Everybody's on minimum contracts, so Giants fans can brag about their cap situation. So fed up with the Giants fans crying broke. But anyway, I digress. The point I'm trying to make is normal front offices move money around, create cap space. Joe Shane doesn't want to do that because he didn't pick any of these players. And I'm not mad at him for that. Not mad at him for that. You know what I'm saying? None of these players are his. So in Joe Shane's eyes, why am I going to restructure Leonard Williams? Why would I restructure the Galladays and shit like that to free up cap space when I didn't pick any of these players? They can all walk for all I care. I'm going to redraft this team over the next 2-3 years, and I'm going to build it in my image. That's what he's thinking. Because the Giants don't have to do anything. They could restructure, convert it into signing bonuses, and boom, there's your cap space. But Joe Shane is going to let players walk because they're not his. I warned y'all about this in November when we found out Gardner was going to be fired. This is what new GMs do. They get rid of all the old management's good players, whether they're in their primes, rookie deals. If they didn't take them, they don't want them. So Bradberry is being rumored to go to the Chiefs. I think it's a done deal. I think at this point it's just more of a situation where Joe Shane's on the phone with other teams, seeing that they want to match Kansas City. But gun to my head, they'll probably get a 4th round pick for Bradberry. It's a salary dump. We all know James Bradberry's worth a 2nd round pick. He's in his prime. He's one of the top 10 corners in the league. He's worth every fucking penny he's making. But, the Giants, obviously, Joe Shane doesn't want to do anything with his deal. He'd rather get the cap space, and that's fine. So, gun to my head, I'm going to go 4th. I say a 4th, maybe even a 5th round pick, because it's a salary dump. So, it's a salary dump. He'll probably get a 4th or 5th round pick, and that's that. Anything higher than that, home run for Joe Shane, because it's hard to get a good deal for Bradberry when every team in the league knows you need to get rid of the cap because it's leaked out that the Giants are poor. I mean, we're so poor The Giants are so poor that, you know, we got to trade away good players and trade away our draft picks because we can't afford to pay them. Like, one of the dumbest shit I've heard in my life is the Giants are going to try and trade out of the top 10 because they can't afford to play the fucking draft pick. That's the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life. That a billion-dollar franchise has to trade out of the top 10 because they can't afford to play the draft picks. I would fire Joe Schoen tomorrow if he came out and admitted that. If Joe Schoen actually came out to the podium and said, I'm going to trade our 5th pick to Pittsburgh for the 20th pick in the draft because we can't afford to pay him, I would fire him. Because at that point, you're just being an asshole. Like, this, the cap is a myth. Teams afford who they want to afford, and that's that. Look at the Rams. Look at the Raiders. Look at the Broncos. Look at the Packers. Look at the Saints. Look at the Falcons are paying Matt Ryan $30-something million and was still ready to give Deshaun $40. The Cleveland Browns just gave Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed and had Baker Mayfield on the roster at $18 million guaranteed. Don't talk to me about the fucking salary cap. Only Giants fans who cry broke all day complain about the salary cap. It's a myth. But here we are, the Giants. The New York Football Giants are trying to trade picks so they can pay other picks. This is stupid. But anyway, as far as Sauce Gardner goes, it seems like I don't really care, but he's good. But I'm not gonna be happy if we take a corner in the top 10. He's a good prospect, I get it, but the fact that you want to get rid of Bradberry and then draft his replacement at the top of the first round, that irks me. I don't like that. I get it. Sauce Gardner's pretty good. He's 6'2", he's physical, he can play man coverage. I get it. It's DeAndre Baker all over again. Remember, DeAndre Baker didn't give up one touchdown all year at Georgia, and everybody was happy we got DeAndre Baker, and it didn't work. Oh, I know, Fizz. No, Fizz, this guy's a good kid. He's not like DeAndre Baker. Y'all say that every year in the draft. Every year in the draft, this draft class is better than that draft class, and then the next year, this draft class better than that draft class. Shut up. At the end of the day, man, y'all want to cry about positional value? How about this for positional value? If the Giants don't get an edge rusher and a tackle, then they're dumb. That's how you do positional value. If you look at the Giants roster and you go out there and get a corner over Thibodeau or Walker or something like that, you're dumb. If you don't take a right tackle in the top 10, knowing good and damn well we got Matt Pert slated to start at the moment, you're dumb. All right, we don't need a corner. We don't need a safety. We don't need a wide receiver. Those idiots on NFL Network who swear up and down the Giants are going to get a wide receiver. Take an edge rusher, take a tackle, fill out the rest of the roster. It's as simple as that, man. I get it. Sauce Gardner is he's a good corner. But the Giants, we drafted 2 corners last year. We drafted Darnell Holmes a year before that. We paid Adoree Jackson. Corner is not a need. It's just not. Even when we get rid of Bradberry, we don't need to be taking on corner with the 5th or the 7th pick. Gun to my head, I think we're going Hamilton and Charles Cross, but we got a month to talk about that. But gun to my head, Giants fans, I think we go Hamilton and Charles Cross. But yeah, I'm sure I'll see y'all tomorrow on Monday with a Bradberry video, because I think he'll be a Chief. Hell, by the time I get home to upload this video, it'll probably be 9 o'clock. Hell, he might be a Chief before I can even put this video out. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.